four classes completed. The basic, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of, okay, this what we call REST API? Next, what is the meaning? What is the meaning of? So just how you can create class-based review, function-based review. Sir, how to send a GET request? How to send a POST request from the Python application? How the corresponding GET method? These things, how they are going to respond? Like all the things are very clear for you people. Not required to keep any explanation, right? Okay. Now here just even the mixins also correct. Even the mixins also I covered already. So what is mixin? How we are getting code reusability? For what is the how to write that mixin? So in multiple inheritance, how you can use that? Yes, sir, these are things also we discussed, right? So now the next thing what we have to discuss. The next one what we require to take care is I want to perform CRUD operations by using API. Regarding I want to perform CRUD operations by using API. By using API, how you can perform CRUD operations? Okay, performing database CRUD operations by using web API. Regarding by using web API without the REST framework. Remember, this is the very important, sir. Without the REST framework, how you can perform database CRUD operations by using web API without the REST framework. Sir, it's a very simple. Sir. How you can do that? That part I will take care. So almost around 5 to 6 sessions minimum we have to talk about this. Once these 6 sessions completed, I'm sure, sir, everyone is going to get basic idea how API is going to work. So if you evade this, then the Django REST framework is nothing, sir. Okay, without the Django REST framework, what it is doing, we are going to do manually, just simply by using Django only. Okay, so sometimes coding power I want to show. That's why take a bit very special care about these things. Shall we start the cinema, friends? Can I go for that? Okay, well, here first, if you want to perform CRUD operations, compulsory we have to go for model class. Correct or not? Model class in the Django. How you can develop model class? You know, right? Okay, first model class must be required. Okay, for that let me go for a new project. Okay, so let me Django REST apps OT like here. So Django admin start project. Okay, start project. Now which project I want to start, sir? Without REST M. Okay, without REST M, without REST framework. Model M means model, like I'm giving my own name. Okay, like project is ready without REST M. Okay, CD without REST M, M I'm taking. Now py manage.py start app, test app I'm taking, sir. Now observe carefully. Start app, test app I'm taking. Sir, now what is the sorry, what is the next thing I have to take care? Now observe a bit very carefully, sir. Without the REST M, okay, without the REST M, settings.py. Inside settings.py, let me add first our application. Otherwise, we may forget. Okay, I added test app. Okay, next after this, what is the next one? Let me go for models.py. I hope you people may aware, sir, where we have to define, okay, model classes for our database table, models.py. Okay, inside models.py class, employee. I'm taking employee. Easiest model I want to take, sir. Later, if you want, we can do next level. Easiest, just because we have to habitize the terminology first, Django terminology. That's why let me take class employee. Can you please tell what I have to take, sir? Models dot. We respond models dot model like this, right? Class employee models dot model. Sir, enum is equal to sir models dot. Can you please tell what is the field, sir? Models dot integer field. Correct line, models dot integer field. Next, ename is equal to models dot character field. Are you getting? Models dot character field of, okay. Sir, can you please tell max length is required or not? Yes, compulsory. Max length is equal to some 64 characters. I'm taking, sir. Okay. Ename. Next, eSal, e-address. eSal, okay. eSal, I'm taking eSal, e-address. But sal is again, what is the types of float field? What the type? Float field. Next, e-address. Models dot, do you know, char field of same, that's all. So this is what is the model class what I'm taking. Any doubt? All the people are in a position to understand, right? Okay, that's all. This is so Aryan file field, next date, time, all those things. First, our intention is not to explore the model fields. So API terminology I want to introduce. That's why just aware, let me take a small as possible. Okay, now that's all. This is the table what I'm going to take. What is the next thing we have to take care? Okay, so compulsory we have to perform migrations, make migrations and migrate. What is the difference between make migrations and migrate? Can you please tell what the difference between make migrations and migrate? Make migrations is the responsible to generate SQL query. Regarding to generate SQL code, migrate is the responsible to execute that code so that database tables will be created. Okay, make migrations just to generate SQL code. So migrate to execute that SQL code, automatically database tables will be created. Okay, like now observe. Now have a look once, sir. I want to perform py, okay, manage.py, manage.py, make migrations, okay. Now observe that, yes, create a model employee, the corresponding code is available inside here. Okay, now py, manage.py, next migrate. Regarding migrate, py, manage.py, migrate like this, right? Now take very special care. Okay, now the database tables got, the database table got created. I want to check in the admin console. First, let me create super user. Okay, or otherwise, first register our model in the admin interface. Okay, register our model in the admin interface. Okay, like can you please guide what I have to take is from test app dot models import employee. Now here class employee admin of admin dot, can you please tell, sir? Admin dot model admin dot model admin admin dot model admin. Okay, list display. Okay, list display is equal to sir, have you observed? First one enum, ename, esal, okay, e-address, like this I'm taking. Sir, even for every table, Django will add one special column. Anyone, can you please tell? I forgot the name. Django will add one special column. What is that column, sir? Which that column acts as a primary key. One column will be added. What is that column, sir? ID. Are you getting? What is that column? ID. Now I want to show in the admin interface even that ID also. That's it. ID, enum, Initial e-address, right? Next, so can you please register admin dot site dot register employee comma employee admin, sir. Employee comma employee admin, both the things got registered. Okay, so admin interface, I registered my employee, right? So now the next thing what I have to take, let me create super user. Okay, py manage.py, create super user. Okay, so my user name Durga. Next, email address not required, password Durga123. Next, password Durga123, like this. Perfect. Super user created successfully. What is the next thing I have to take care? What is the next one I have to take care? Let me start the server. Py manage.py run server. Okay, let me start the server. Manage.py run server. Okay, server will be started. Next, let me open admin console 127/admin. Observe here Durga I'm taking. Next, and after that Durga123. Okay, Durga123. Yes. So employees got a table got created. No data. Sir, now I require to add data here. Okay, well, sir, let me add some data. Let me start our journey with the employee name Sunny, employee salary 1000, employee address Mumbai, like this. Okay, now save and add another. Okay, 200. Next, sir, Bunny I'm taking. Next, 2000 salary. Here 2000 I'm taking. E-address Hyderabad, like this I'm taking, sir. Hyderabad, like save. Now save and add 300 I'm taking. Employee name Chinni. Next, 3000, like this I'm taking. Next, employee address, okay, Hyderabad, like. Next, 400. Okay, employee name Winnie I'm taking. Employee salary 4000. Employee address is Bangalore, like I'm taking. That's all, sir. Sir, now take very special care. Okay, total how many records are there in my database? 4 records are there. Now for these 4 records, happily you can perform, sir, which operations, right? CRUD operations we require to perform by using API. Remember this one. So the terminology is very clear for you, not required to keep much explanation up to this. We did, sir, this one multiple times. Can you please tell any doubt up to this? Please confirm. Any doubt up to this? Please respond. Any doubt? Okay, well, sir, now what I want to do is the first operation. Okay, CRUD operations, right? Let me take easiest operation, R operation. R means read, retrieve. Are you getting? First operation, performing retrieve operation. Retrieve operation, right? So to perform retrieve operation, compulsory, okay, which thing must be required? I mean in the class-based view, what thing I have to take, sir? Here two retrievals are there. Based on ID, can you please retrieve? Okay, get a particular record. Are you getting? Get a particular record. Get a particular record based on matched ID. Based on matched ID. One way. Second one, sir, get all records. Like this we have to take care. Are you getting? So what is the first one, sir? First one is get a particular record based on the ID, get all records. So how many get methods are required, sir? 2 get methods are required. That's why 2 class-based views we have to go for. As of now, at the beginning, just aware, sir. Sir, now my concentration is, sir, first one I want to talk. Sir. Get based on matched ID. Okay. How we can able to do that? What is the how to write a view function? Have a look once, sir. Observe very carefully. Let me go to views.py. Okay. Here class, okay, here I'm taking employee, okay, you want details of your particular employee, that's why employee detail CBV I'm taking. If you are going to take employee detail CBV, compulsory it should be child class of user. So every class based view should be child class of view. I hope you may aware. Can you please tell which import statements we require to take? From Django dot can I spell out, sir? From Django dot we respond views dot generic user dot generic import view, that's it. Okay, now class based view is ready, sir. Which request, which one I have to take, which one I require to take? So I want to send to my partner application, sir. Observe that I'm always thinking about partner application. I'm defining API. I'm API developer, but not Django application developer. So I'm thinking about my partner application. I have to provide to my partner application so a particular employee information in the form of JSON. This is about my requirement, right? So if a partner application, sir, assume this is the partner application, this is the Django application. If the partner application call get then immediately, sir, a particular record information I have to send it to this person in the form of JSON. That's about my requirement, right? What I'm trying to take is def get. Can you please tell what is the syntax for the get method? Please confirm self comma request star args. Sir, here star keyword args. Keyword args, like this I'm taking, sir. Okay, now what my requirement is, observe very carefully, sir. I want to send the first employee record information. Everything I'm hard coding, later I will make it a generalization, right? So I want to send the first employee information, okay, like so first let me import employee model from test app dot models. From test app dot models import employee, okay, like import employee, like now my target is, yes, observe that. So emp is equal to, sir, can you please tell ID is one first employee, ID is 1. How to get the first employee information? Anyone, can you please guide? How to get first employee information? Oi, what is the Django query I require to write? Yes, friends, can you please tell? You have to confirm. What is the code I have to write? Request.objects.all. Nandakishore, you forgot it seems Django. I want to get, okay, first employee information. What is the ways? First employee information. Employee dot objects dot get of ID is equal to 1. So first employee information we are getting, sir. Okay, but first employee information we are getting, sir. Now this employee information I want to send to this employee information. I want to send to sir partner application. But to send to partner application, compulsory my data should be in the form of, please confirm, compulsory my data should be in the form of JSON. But to create JSON, dictionary must be required. To create JSON, dictionary must be required. That's why data is here emp data. Here just I'm taking emp data is equal to emp data is equal to, here first one enum emp dot enum. First one, emp.enum, sir. First we require to create dictionary, and then you can convert that dictionary into JSON by using dumps. Sir, are you facing any voice problem? Is my audio is clear? Yes, friends. Yeah, good. So now observe that. Sir, first we require to sir, first we have to convert this employee information into dictionary. Okay, enum, ename, eshall, e-address. Okay, second one, ename is emp.ename. Next, eshall is emp.eshall. Okay, e-address is emp.e-address. That's all. So all the people are in a position what I'm doing regarding what I'm trying to do, sir. So this employee object data converting into dictionary. Okay, employee object data converting into dictionary. Sir, after converting into dictionary, what I have to take? Sir, convert this Python dictionary into JSON object. Convert this Python dictionary into JSON object. Can you please guide how to convert into JSON object? JSON.dumps we require to use. So first step, import JSON. Regarding first step, import JSON. Okay, well, now sir, JSON data is equal to JSON dot what is the method? What the function we require to call? JSON dot dumps. Regarding JSON dot dumps of emp data. That's it. Now employee data converting into JSON. Employee data converting into JSON. Now I have to provide, okay, this is JSON data to my end user, I mean to my partner application. Return HTTP response. Return HTTP response. Return HTTP response JSON data. But first HTTP response is required to import. That's why from the Django .http import HTTP response. From the Django.import HTTP response. Return HTTP response of JSON data, content type is equal to, anyone can you please tell, sir? Content type is equal to application by, please respond, application by JSON. That's all. Simple. Okay, sir, now I wrote the API method. So if any partner application call get method, happily, do you know, it is going to provide employee information in the form of JSON. Any doubt? Please confirm all the people are in a position to understand. Okay, so now how my partner application can send the request? Compulsory I have to define URL pattern. Compulsory we require to define URL pattern. Let me open urls.py. Okay, here from test app import views, from test app import views. Now let me take /API. Okay, views dot what is that? Views employee detail view dot yas view like this, right? That's it. URL pattern is also clear. Okay, I define for class based view URL pattern also. Okay, here just observe that carefully, sir. Here this is about so in views.py what I'm trying to take, sir, get method I'm defining. So I got first employee record, that employee data converted into employee dictionary, Now that employee dictionary I'm converting into JSON. Now I'm providing JSON to the partner application. Return JSON data. Suresh, getting? Okay. Now I'm trying to define URL pattern. I'm trying to define URL pattern. This is the URL pattern, and it is the class-based view. And it is the class-based view. That's why we have to take like this. Okay, well, now let me write the partner application. Partner application, anywhere you can write. Why don't you make for our testing purpose as a part of this application only, this project only? That's why without the rest M, here I'm taking partner application. What that partner applications are? Test.py. Like this I'm taking test.py. Okay, like I'm trying to take. So now take a bit very special care. Can you please tell partner application code? Partner application code, can you please guide? Yes, friends. Okay, import. Can you please guide? Import request. Next and after that import JSON also. Maybe JSON is not required. Import request. Okay, like. So now what I have to do is, let me take def. I'm taking get resource. Just I'm defining a function, sir. Get a resource. But first, what I have to take, sir, base URL. Base URL is equal to HTTP. Base URL is equal to HTTP 127.0.0.1:8000. Okay. Next, what is the endpoint? This is a very important, sir. Endpoint is, what is the endpoint, sir? What is the endpoint? Can you please observe that? API. Are you getting API? API is the endpoint. Okay. Here API itself is the endpoint. First one, emp.enum. Sir, first we require to create dictionary, and then you can convert that dictionary into JSON by using dumps. Sir, are you facing any voice problem? Is my audio is clear? Yes, friends? Yeah, good. So now observe that. Sir, first we require to, sir, first we have to convert this employee information into dictionary. Okay, enum, ename, eSal, e-address. Okay, second one, ename is emp.ename. Next, eSal is emp.esal. Okay, e-address is emp.e-address. That's all. So all the people are in a position. What I'm doing regarding what I'm trying to do, sir. So this employee object data converting into dictionary. Okay, employee object data converting into dictionary. Sir, after converting into dictionary, what I have to take? Sir, convert this Python dictionary into JSON object. Convert this Python dictionary into JSON object. Can you please guide how to convert into JSON object? JSON.dumps we require to use. So first step, import JSON. Regarding first step, import JSON. Okay, well, now, sir, JSON data is equal to JSON data. What is the method? What the function we require to call? JSON data dumps. Regarding JSON data dumps of emp data. That's it. Now employee data converting into JSON. Employee data converting into JSON. Now I have to provide, okay, this is JSON data to my end user, I mean to my partner application. Return HTTP response. Return HTTP response are return HTTP response are JSON data. But first HTTP response is required to import. That's why from the Django dot HTTP import HTTP response. From the Django dot import HTTP response. Return HTTP response of JSON data, comma content type, comma content type is equal to, anyone can you please tell sir? Content type is equal to application by, please respond, application by JSON. That's all. Simple. Okay, sir. Now I wrote the API method. So if any partner application call get method, happily, do you know it is going to provide employee information in the form of JSON. Any doubt? Please confirm all the people are in a position to understand. Okay. So now how my partner application can send the request? Compulsory I have to define URL pattern. Compulsory we require to define URL pattern. Let me open urls.py. Let me open urls.py. Okay, here from test app import views, from test app import views. Now let me take /API. Okay, views dot what is that? Views employee detail view dot yas view like this, right? That's it. URL pattern is also clear. Okay, I define for class based view URL pattern also. Okay, here just observe that carefully, sir. Here this is about. So in views.py, what I'm trying to take, sir, get method I'm defining. So I got first employee record, that employee data converted into employee dictionary. Now that employee dictionary I'm converting into JSON. Now I'm providing JSON to the partner application. Return JSON data. Suresh, getting? Okay. Now I'm trying to define URL pattern. This is the URL pattern, and it is the class based view. That's why we have to take like this. Okay, well, now let me write the partner application. Anywhere you can write. Why don't you make for our testing purpose as a part of this application only, this project only? That's why without the rest m, here I'm taking partner application. What the partner applications are? Test.py. Like this I'm taking test.py. Okay, like I'm trying to take. So now take a bit very special care. Can you please tell partner application code? Partner application code, can you please guide? Yes, friends. Okay, import. Can you please guide? Import request. Next and after that import JSON also. Maybe JSON is not required. Import request. Okay, like. So now what I have to do is, let me take def. I'm taking get resource. Just I'm defining a function, sir. Get a resource. But first, what I have to take, sir, base URL. Base URL is equal to HTTP. Base URL is equal to HTTP 127.0.0.1:8000. Okay, right. Next, what is the endpoint? This is a very important, sir. Endpoint is, what is the endpoint, sir? What is the endpoint? Can you please observe that? API. Are you getting? API is the endpoint. Okay. Here API itself is the endpoint. Endpoints are URL pattern is called endpoint. API. Okay. Here endpoint is API. Okay. Now get the resource. I'm trying to take get resource, right? Now very simple, sir. let me send the request. Request response is equal to request dot, can you please guys, request dot get of base URL plus endpoint. Base URL plus endpoint we have to take. Are you getting? That's all. Now I got the response. From the response, if you want, you can ask resp dot status code. Sir, what is the status code we are getting? Sir, I hope you may aware status codes. You may aware status codes. Already I told maybe in the last sessions or otherwise. Just a bit simple, sir. Okay. Here, again this one. Just 2 minutes. You should aware this one. Okay. Do you know, whenever we are sending a request, from the client to server, server will provide response. Now, the status code represents the status of this response. The status code is going to represent status of this response. Is it success or is it error? Is it redirection? Like, it's always going to provide status of the response. So now, how many status codes are possible? 1 XX is possible. 2 XX 200, 201, 202, 299, like that. 3 XX is possible. 4 XX is possible. 5 XX is possible. Okay, so 100 to 199, 200 to 299, 300 to 399, 400 to 499, 599, like that. So these are possible status codes. 1XX means informational. What is the meaning of informational? What it means? What is the meaning of informational? Here, so sometimes you may get just the information message. Don't close browser. It may take some time to process. Sometimes you may get information. Sometimes you may get information from the server. Okay, it is not the original required response. Just the informational. Then we should go for 1XX. 2XX means boss, successful. If we are getting 2XX means, do you know? So client is going to feel very happy. Oh, my required response I'm getting happily displayed to the end user. Are you getting my required response I'm getting happily displayed to the end user? Then we should go for 2XX. Remember this one. Now 3XX means redirectional. What it means is, what is the meaning of redirectional, sir? Very simple. Very simple, sir. So here Sima, status codes are, that thing is more enough. It is not required. Okay, like even in the success also, there are multiple types of success will be there. Sometimes you may ask, can you please create resource, delete resource, like so every time 200, 201, 202. One code is reserved to represent one type of action which is succeeded. Getting right, Sima? So that's why 200 to 299. Informational means just the server is going to provide information message, something like so. Server processing the request, it may take some time. Please wait. Don't close the browser. Just information. It is not the original response from the server. Just informational messages. If the server want to share, then 1XX is the status code. What is the meaning of redirectional? Okay, here one small thing I have to tell. If you observe google.com, if I'm sending the request to google.com, do you know the request will goes to google.co.in. Do you know, right? If I send a request to google.com, automatically the request will be redirected to google.co.in. But these days, I don't think, maybe they changed some redirection settings, it seems. Okay, google.com. Now, sorry, it is not redirecting. Earlier it is directly redirected to google.co.in. Means, sir, here observe, If the client sending a request, assume that client sending a request to server, to server, sir. Client sends a request to server. Now what the server will do? Array, I'm not right person. I'm not right person. Can you please contact? Can you please contact some other person? Can you please contact S2? Can you please contact S2? Like this server want to convey response. How it is going to convey that response is by using 3xx status code. Using 3xx status code. By seeing this status code, what the client is going to do is it will communicate with the second server. Now the second server is going to provide the required 2xx response. Are you getting right? This type of activity is nothing but redirection. Okay. So this first person is telling, boss, I'm not responsible. Can you please contact for S2? Can you please contact for S2? Like if you are sending the request to google.com, google.com what it will convey to the browser is, hey, for India people, I'm not right person. Can you please contact to google.co.in? Can you please contact to google.co.in? How this contact is going to be, how this it is going to send that request is by using this 3xx status code. Anywhere in our web programming, 3xx means redirection. Remember that. Are you able to understand? Friends? Clear? What is the meaning of redirection? Okay. Best example. Here, best example, sir. Let me open another. Here I'm taking. Now observe http colon google.com. I'm sending the request google.com. Now observe. Now I'm going to get some response. Now I will get some response, right? In that response, if you observe, what is this one? What is the status code I'm getting? Can you please observe a bit very carefully, sir? 301 status code. 301 status code. What it means is redirection. 301 status code. What it means is redirection. That's what you people should aware clearly, right? Any doubt? Okay, this is a 301. Okay, like. But if you can ask 200 success code also, maybe there internally 301 moved means this is clear. 301 redirection. Actually, google.com is internally redirected to somewhere else. Okay. So now take a bit very special care. So this is redirectional. 4xx. Oh, this one everyone can aware. Everyone can aware about this 4xx. What is the meaning of 4xx, right? Can you please tell? Can you please tell? So somewhere you are getting, somewhere you are getting page not found, resource not found, page not found. Somewhere you are going to get. One small thing I want to ask, sir. Here I am asking, just observe that. I am asking, sir, here what I am trying to take, durgasoftvideos.com. durgasoftvideos.com. Am I going to get in the response or not? It is the success response. It is the success response, right? Do you know? It is the 200 status code response. If you want HTTP. Now I'm asking HTTP durgasoftvideos.com. Now observe that. I'm going to get the response. I will get the response. But what response I'm going to get, sir? 200. Have you observed, right? 200. 200 means status code 200 means success. At the top already you saw the response. Of course, this totally the response only. HTML response. This totally the HTML response. 200. 200 means what? Success. 200 means what? Success. Success response, right? Okay. Please make sure you should aware about 200 status code, right? Successful response. But now my question is, let's learn this one. Now my question is durgasoftvideos.com /DDDDDD. I'm asking, sir, Can you please observe that? Slash d like this I'm asking. Now what will happen? Please confirm. Now what will happen? You respond. What will happen? Immediately you are going to get page not found. Regarding immediately you are going to get page not found or have you observed right page not found? Oops, error page 404. Oops, the page cannot be found. Regarding oops page cannot be found. 1 minute. Let me send the request. Okay. Here HTTP. Now I'm sending the request. What will happen? Observe a bit very carefully, sir. Now the response is 404 status code not found. Okay, well. Now I have one small doubt, sir. Sir, is it the error or not? Can you please confirm? Please respond. Is it the error or not? Error only. Whose mistake it is? Please confirm. Whose mistake it is? Client mistake or server mistake? Client mistake or server mistake? Not server mistake, client mistake. Array 404 means array stupid client. You are not sending the request properly. Please send a request properly. Okay? So you are requesting a resource. Which is not available. First, please send a valid request. Like so it is a client mistake only. That's why here please make sure 4xx means client error. Regarding 4xx means what? Client error. Remember this one. Okay. So client error. Similarly, somewhere we saw 403 CSRF token or cookie error. Somewhere you are saying correct 403. Because you didn't send the CSRF token, that's why I won't accept this request. Like my server is going to tell, my middleware is going to tell whose mistake it is. Client mistake only, boss. You didn't send a CSRF token. How I can accept this request? Are you getting right? Okay. So wherever 400 series you are getting, call the client, give left and right. First you should be aware how to send proper request. Okay, like now 5xx means server error. Regarding server error. So boss client is sending the request properly only. But there is some problem at server side. Maybe server down, or maybe inside while executing some exceptions got raised. Okay, server error 5xx. If a server error is coming, client is going to call the server and the client will give left and right to the server person. Observe the difference very clearly, sir. Regarding total, how many, what are various possible status codes are there? Okay, these are the 5 status codes are possible. Remember a bit very carefully about this one. So if for anywhere 4xx is coming, being API developer, being application developer, we are not required to worry. It is a client mistake. If you are getting 5xx, we have to take special care. There is something goes wrong in our side. Same way, 2xx are successful, 3xx are redirectional. Just these words compulsory you people should be aware. You have to inject in your mind. Clear, right? Yes, Nandakishore, several times you are going to see. Don't worry about that. Okay. So redirectional means which one? Redirectional means which one? Which status code redirectional? 3xx. Client error means 4xx. Server error means 5xx. Successful message means 2xx. Okay, remember. Now if you want open the Google HTTP status codes. Okay, you can ask yes, HTTP status codes. Okay, Here just observe a bit carefully. Observe a bit very carefully, sir. Okay. Here just very brief. 1xx. It means request has been received and the process is continuing. 2xxx means it means the action was successfully received, understood and accepted. So no, it is a successful response. Okay, remember their mistake it is. 3xx, so it means further action must be taken in order to complete the request. No, sir, whose website it is? Tutorial file. Give left and right to these people. Okay. Okay. Now just observe this. Here list of HTTP status codes. Okay. Now here 101, 100 continue, 101, 102 processing, early hints, something like an informational response. So received, understood, it issues a provisional basis, something like it is. So now 200, okay, 201 created, 202 accepted, 203 non-authoritative information, no content. It is a successful, but there is no content, something like that. 3xx means redirection. Redirection moved permanently. 302, 303, 304. 4xx means bad request. 400 bad request, unauthorized, payment required. 402 payment required. 403 not found. 403 forbidden, like somewhere forbidden. 404 not found, something like that. So all 5xx means server error. 500 internal server error. Now 501 not implemented, bad gateway service unavailable, something like that. Everyone in the position to understand, right? Very important, sir. These are 5 status codes. Compulsory you people should aware. Any doubt? Okay. Apart from what's already, other than these, no status codes in the web area. Until and unless we are creating. In the web area means these are the only possible status codes. Only these are the possible ranges. Okay, now come back to our story, because slowly you have to aware each and everything, sir. Now come back to our story. Now, sir, I wrote the view function to get the employee data. I wrote view function to get employee data. Now I'm trying to write the client. Sir, I got the response. Get resource. I performed get call. I got the response. Next, print of resp.json. Resp.json. Now that the server provided, I mean that Django provided response, I'm trying to print regarding JSON response. So this JSON, I mean, so API provided response, I'm trying to print. Okay. Now, what is my thing is get a resource like this. Yeah. Can you please tell any doubt? Yes. Can you please confirm any doubt? Okay. Everything is clear for you people, right? Okay. Tirumala, so don't execute parallelly. Better to practice with pleasant mind. Don't execute parallelly. Better to listen carefully and observe each and every line. Okay, well, now, sir, that's all. Yeah, Sima, what is the problem? What is the problem it is? Okay, I'm not going to communicate just it is what we can use the word. It is through API I'm communicating. So this person never going to touch my Django application. Just this application is sending HTTP request. That's all. Are you getting? If I'm talking about code level, this Python never going to talk about Django internal things. It is just sending one HTTP request. That's all. Every application HTTP request is going to be accepted. Sima, getting the point? At the code level, one code to another code, if you want to communicate, code level sharing, then cross context communication should be supported like. But here I'm sending HTTP request. That's it. Okay, well. Now my doubt is, sir, JSON we are not required to import. Import, I'm not using JSON anywhere. So this is the resp.json function. Okay, I'm not using JSON.dumps. I'm not using JSON dot what we call loads like. Okay, well. Now my target is, observe. Let me start the server. Server is already in start. No problem at all. Server is already start. Now let me send the request. 1 minute. It is a previous HTTP request. Oh. Previous HTTP request. Don't worry. This is not from our API. Oh, 404 status code response. Thank God. Stop. Okay. Well, now here just observe that. Let me go to my locations. CD, REST, apps, OT. Next cd, next what we have without rest m. Okay, sir, py tester.py. Sir, observe very carefully, sir. Py tester.py, like this I'm taking. Now whenever I'm taking like this, okay, now first employee information, am I getting or not? First employee information, am I getting or not? Yes. Perfect. Python application now got the information from the API. Okay, JSON is always going to return in the form of dictionary. That's why you are getting like this. All the people are in a position to understand. Now what is the status code I got? What is the status code I got? Okay, the status code I got is 200. 200 status code we are getting. Okay, like that's all. This is about what you people should aware, right? Okay. Now resp.json is going to return in the form of dictionary. Resp.json is always going to return in the form of dictionary, not JSON. Okay, well, so now what is the next I have to tell. What is the next point is, listen very carefully, sir. In the views.py, response is HTTP response type. Okay. Now I don't want ID is equal to 1. I'm taking ID is equal to 2, sir. 2 I took. Now this client application will get consumer application will get sir, second employee information. If I can take 3, sir. If I can take 3, if I can take, now third employee information, this person is going to get. Are you getting it? It's a very clear for all of you, right? Any doubt? Any doubt? Up to this is the clear for all of you, right? Okay, well. So now immediately you may ask the question. Sir, here I don't want to hard code this ID value. I don't want to hard code 1, 2, 3 and so on. The client is the responsible to send that ID. Based on that ID, he is going to provide response. The client is the responsible. The client itself is the responsible to provide ID. So how I can define get function which can take ID as an argument. Here you can declare ID. Observe very carefully, sir. Here I am declaring ID argument in the get. Next, anyway ID is coming. Now ID is equal to ID I'm taking. Okay, ID is equal to ID. So if you get the method, you accept ID. If you get the method, you accept ID, then how to define URL pattern? How to define URL pattern? Because through URL pattern only, so ID should come. Because URL pattern is responsible to invoke this get. Now let me go for like, can you please how to accept ID? Anyone at our childhood somewhere we covered in our blog application inside the Django. inside the Django, like, sir, here I want to provide access. I want to provide the ID also. Sir, this ID is what type? What type? What type digits? Digits. Any sequence of digits. Do you know? Have you ever this type of grouped regular pattern? Grouped regular expression pattern. Sir, which variable you are passing ID? This ID is what type? Digit. How many digits are allowed? Any number of digits. Getting? Are you able to understand? Okay. P. It is the regular expression predefined. Predefined ID. This ID is what types are like. Sir, now API, and then here we require to take this part API, and then we have to take this one, followed by, if you want, you can followed by dollar. So after ID, we are not passing anything. That's all. So this is the pattern we require to take, sir. Okay, let me update this. Let me update this one. Can you please have a look once? R API slash, sir, ID, next dollar, like this, right? I'm taking. That's it. Now, who is the responsible to send ID? Who is the responsible to send this ID? Partner application. Client is the responsible. Now let me open test. Let me open test. Here, ID. Okay. Now I require to pass ID. Okay. I'm passing some 1 or 2 or 3. So now, if you want, you can accept the input also. No problem at all. As input also, if you want, you can ask, sir. You can ask, sir, ID is equal to input of enter some ID. Enter some ID. Okay, like you can ask, enter some ID, like you can ask, sir. So now, so this ID I'm passing. This ID I'm passing. Now this ID should be part of URL. ID should be part of URL. Okay, sir, this is already there. Plus API slash will be there. Plus ID will be there. Plus at last the slash also you require to take. That's it. Now, do you know? This one looks like, observe a bit carefully, sir. Observe a bit carefully. Base URL means this is the base URL. So base URL replaced with the corresponding value. Okay, well. Now endpoint means this is the endpoint. Endpoint is replaced with this one. Next, ID. Assume that I provided ID as the one. ID as the one. That's all. Are you getting? Now your URL looks like this. Are you in the position to understand, right? Okay, this is if you want to send from partner application. Let me send this one from the browser. From the browser, I want to send this request. Let me send this request from the browser. Okay, now I'm trying to send the request from the browser. Yes, friend? Am I getting the response? Am I getting the response? Okay, like, suppose, let me take 2, sir. Instead of 1, I'm taking 2, sir. Now, second person, like, okay. Now my API is in a position to accept ID also, so that I will get the corresponding employee person ID. Any doubt? Okay. All the people are in a position to understand, right? Let me execute Python. Let me execute my Python application. Enter some ID. Enter some ID. 2, sir. Then 200. Enter some ID. 3, sir. 3. Status code is the 200. Employee number 300, like this. Enter some code. 4, sir. 4. Then what will happen? Enter some ID. enter some ID 45. What will happen? 45. Either me 45 employee, 45 ID record is not there, not there. Now observe this one. Some error. How you can handle this one? That part I will take care. Don't worry. That part I will take care, sir. We require to handle how this in the next slowly we will get. But as of now, sir, only available records am I able to get or not? That's what you should aware. So, any doubt about this terminology? All the people are in a position to understand up to this? Okay. Now this is the API. It is not doing any business logic, sir. It is the API we are developing so that by using this API, any person, any third party person can able to get my employee data. Yes, why not? Ariel, we can. Okay. Now, there is one beautiful concept I require to start. What the concept is? Up to this is the terminology, the very, very clear for you people, right? Now, I have one small things are there here like that. Now, what the point is, here do you know what I'm doing? I got employee object. Now listen carefully, sir. I got employee object. This employee object, we are trying to convert into Python dictionary. This Python dictionary, we are converting into JSON. We are trying to convert into JSON. So, employee object, convert into dictionary. Under that dictionary, we are trying to convert into JSON. Do you know? This process is called serialization. This process is called serialization. Remember this one, sir. What is this process? This process itself is nothing but what? Serialization. Remember this one. Okay. So converting an object from one form to another form is called serialization. Okay. So in Python terminology, pickling we can use, but anyway, it is the word in API concept serialization. Okay. Converting Python dict object to JSON object. Okay, itself is nothing but serialization. Any doubt? Are you getting the word? What is serialization? If any person is going to ask, what is serialization? What is serialization? Then immediately you should be in a position to answer, sir. Serialization is nothing but converting an object from one form to another form. Converting Python dictionary to Python, converting Python dictionary to JSON object. Okay, that is the best example for serialization, right? Now, do you know, here just observe, I have one employee record is there, sir. This employee record converting into dictionary, this dictionary converting into JSON. Okay, one employee record you can convert into dictionary. It's a very easy. It's a very easy. Yes, currently it is applicable only for dict. Again, maybe in the future I may discuss, but as of now, dict. Now, do you know, sir, converting one employee information, is this much code we have to write. Okay, suppose if it is the query set, if I use employee dot objects dot all, employee dot objects dot all. If I use employee dot objects dot all, it is going to provide multiple employee objects. Then every employee convert into dictionary and then convert into JSON. Wow, it is a very dangerous activity. Are you able to get right? So if my table contain 1 lakh records, getting all those 1 lakh records converting into performing serialization, it is a bigger problem, sir. That's why to overcome this problem. So a list of records, a list of employee objects, if you want to perform, if you want to convert into JSON, there is one specialty, there is one concept is there, sir. What is that concept? Is there is Django inbuilt module. What is that module? Here, serializers. What is the module name? What is the module name? Can you please tell? What is the module name? Serializers. It is Django inbuilt module, not Python inbuilt module. Django inbuilt module, sir. Inbuilt module is there. Serializers. Okay. Serializers module contain one method. What is the method, sir? Serialize is the method. Regarding serializers module contain serialize is the method. By using this one, we can convert query set into JSON very easily, sir. Okay. What we have to take is JSON data is equal to serializers dot serialize. Okay, serializers dot serialize. Can you please convert into JSON? Can you please convert into JSON? Which one I have to convert into JSON, sir? Query set. If you convert query set, if you want to convert query set into JSON, a simple one line. We are not required to do big activity. Is it very useful facility, right? It is very useful facility, right? Yes, we are not required. We are not required to do big code. That is the biggest advantage what we are going to get. Thoda clarity, friends. Okay. Now, why don't you apply same concept for our existing thing? Why don't you apply same concept for our existing thing? First, we require to import from can you please tell, sir? Django, from Django. Here there is one inbuilt module is there. What is that inbuilt module? Is from Django dot yes, there is one special package is there. What is that special package is? Okay, Django dot core dot serializers import. Okay, what serialize? Regarding import serialize, Django dot core dot serializers import serialize. Okay, now this total nonsense I want to comment. Okay, later I will remove that also, don't worry. Sir, JSON data is equal to serializers. Serialize directly you can call serialize of JSON, comma, it is always expecting query set, which is the list. In that list, just pass emp. Okay, because here we have only one employee. We have only one employee object. That's why, can you please pass that employee in the form of list? That's it. Okay. Why you have to worry about this much code? Can I remove? Okay, like this. Everyone in the position to understand, sir. Okay, emp itself is an object, not query set. That's why I'm converting into list style. Shashank, I'm not passing directly emp. I'm passing emp in the form of list, which is a query set, something like. Query set is a list of employee records. Now, let me execute whether it's going to work or not. Yes, filter also you can use Shashank, no problem. Okay. Now, have a look once, sir. If it is the case, if I did that change, let me execute my Python application. Okay, enter employee. Perfect. Now employee. So data we are getting, sir. Employee data we are getting. Employee data we are getting. Sir, model name, primary key, fields, model name, primary key, fields, like this. Complete data we are going to get. Complete data we are going to get. Clear, right? So now I don't want this bloody extra information. I want only this one. Okay, how you can do that part also I will take care. Don't worry, sir. Clear, right? Suppose there is one more thing is there. There is one more thing is there, sir. It is the list of. Okay, like have you observed, right? This is the list of employee records, something like. There is one more facility is there. What is that facility is? Do you know in this record how many fields are available generally? Every employee having how many fields? Every employee having how many fields? 4. Employee number, employee name, employee salary, employee address. Assume that I don't want to highlight employee salary. So to my partner application, I don't want to provide employee salary. Only 3 fields I want. What you have to take is comma fields. Fields is equal to sir, which fields you want? Enum I want, next ename I want, next e address I want. That's all. If you can specify like this, only specified fields only will be converted into JSON. That JSON data will send to the partner application. Okay, partner application can't see employee salary. Regarding partner application can't see employee salary. Okay, security. Are you getting? Now have a look once. Have a look once. ID. If you want ID, that's what. Whatever fields you specify, whatever fields we specify, only that fields data only will go. Here, observe that. Observe this one. Here, I'm taking EMP, comma fields. Comma fields is equal to enum I want, next ename I want, next e address I want. Maybe so here e address I want. Exclude attribute acceptable or not, I'm not sure. Observe. Now let me run this code. Enter sum 2. Now observe what data we are getting. Have you observed? Are you seeing anywhere employee salary? Are you seeing anywhere employee salary? No, employee salary not serialized. Employee salary is not going to send to the client. This says, so is the exclude attribute, is it going to accept or not? I'm not sure, Tejaswani. Let me cross check. Exclude, okay, like I'm taking. Yes, let me send the request. Exclude all these fields, then only remaining salary will be displayed. Let me cross check too. No, are you getting right? Some problem. Are you getting? It's very clear. Exclude is not there, so compulsory we require to take fields only. Okay, exclude is available. Exclude is available in the form of what? Exclude is available in somewhere in the modal forms. Which fields, meta class modal fields exclude all, like, but here it is not accepting fields only. Whatever fields you want, just specify those fields. If you are not going to specify this field, then complete data will send to the client. Complete data will send to the client. Observe this one. Perfect. Clear, right? Okay. But now, yes. Sir, for the client, what is the need of specifying this model name, application name, primary key, all this nonsense? Are you getting all these nonsense? If we are going to provide all this information, maybe security constraints. Correct, right? Security constraints. Maybe because our application name we are highlighting, our model name we are highlighting. Are you getting right? Sir, moreover, client is also not feeling that much comfortable. I'm asking this data, why you are providing all this nonsense? I don't want. Yes, friends. There is a way we can do that. Don't worry. So there we require to use our Python skill. Remember that. Okay, I will do that. Don't worry. Just only required information only my client is going to get. So from this discussion up to this whatever I covered, you people should be aware very clearly, sir. Okay, what is the how to use how to get a single employee data? Okay, specified employee data based on ID. Sir, retrieve is the operation. Just we started the cinema. In that, sir, the Django inbuilt serialized function is also I use. Okay, remember. But to get all the records, what is the code we require to write? That part we will discuss in detail.